Well, I guess maybe to start off with, Dan, you want to talk a little bit about what I guess we'll be seeing here at Shoemaker? What kind of, I guess, work's going on here right now?
Sure. Well, right now we've got the building pad done, and we're ready to do footings once the weather breaks for us. It's been pretty cold and wet recently, so within the next month we'll get started with footings. With some luck, weather, the block work will start, after that. And so this spring, those two walls coming up. And we're going to start work also on the, I'll say it's the southwest portion of the building with some work. Eventually, we'll have to relocate our entrance probably before school's out over to the east side. We're going to bring in some temporary modulars for next year as well. Just things we have to do because we're going to end up displacing quite a bit of space in the existing building when we get started on our remodeled parts. We're still tracking to try to have the entire project completed by the summer of 2016.
I guess as far as Engelman, what's been going on up there then?
We got off to a good start with weather, and then that stopped. We were able to get the footings in, and the building pad's ready there. Block layers got started on the east west wall, so I've got about 4 foot of wall up with the block. Waiting for the weather to break again within the next month. Expect our masons to get back on site, keep the walls going, keep the project rolling. By March at least, we'll see a lot more progress there, and then just keep on plugging until we get through the summer. Again, we're expecting to have that completed for the fall, and so far, we got good contractors. Weather luck will be good.
Now, there's been a lot of talk about weather. This may be pretty obvious, but what kind of weather is it that you need to be able to do this work?
Dry and warm. A little bit of wind wouldn't hurt, and just what we really need is weather that's above freezing during the majority of the day. With that and no precipitation, we can move pretty fast.
We saw a lot of fluctuating weather in this last couple of weeks. Can you maybe talk us through the timeline of how we went through that patch of snow?
With the projects, it shuts it down. We just went ahead and did what we could to prepare for that weather when it came in. For instance, on the Shoemaker building pad, we covered the areas where the footings are going to go with what we call a concrete blanket. So it'll insulate the ground and keep the frost out. That way we can get started digging once it warms up a little more here in the next couple weeks, hopefully.
So we haven't exactly started it up again. Like that snow has shut us down.
Yeah, it's got to shut down until, like I said, probably the next couple weeks at least.
Are these projects, I guess, what you consider like renovation and addition, or are these just renovation projects?
Well, Engelman is an addition. Shoemaker is addition and renovation, and pretty large scale actually, because a good part of the school is the open concept areas. So, as we talked in the bond, this is one of those buildings we're going to be able to get permanent walls in place, doors, increase our building safety. We're able to also add a commons area here, bring this building up to what we call a 4-unit building, which is 4 class levels of each grade. The commons area is a big need for that because right now they do all their cafeteria occurs in the gymnasium, and with a 4-unit school you can't have that. You've got to have that gym open. So another benefit though from our new entrance and the commons area is we'll be able to redo our entrance so that a person coming to the building actually has to enter, be accessed through our access system. They'll have to enter through the office and sign in. And that's the big thing right there, is that way we can control exactly who's coming and leaving in the building.
Now, these two projects that we're seeing right now at Engelman and Shoemaker, how do they compare as far as workload goes to the other projects that have yet to start?
Well, these two had to happen no matter what, just because of the sheer numbers of kids. I mean, we were showing it last year, and so that's why we've really focused on the west side of town here to accommodate for the numbers. Star, very large elementary, 4 units starting off the bat. It's under design. It's going to take a little longer. It's brand new construction, but I don't know what to tell you other than that's a new building. The bar middle school piece has additions and remodel to it. That's a toughie. We were able to just kind of set those up in order of need, really. So once we have those in place, Star is critical for the elementaries because our other two, the Stolly and Jefferson, once we have the Star built, then we're able to move out of those buildings and start that construction. So that's kind of how it unfolds.
Do you know, on the timeline, it kind of shows Jefferson and Stolly Park starting at the same time, but the kids have to move into the old Star, don't they? So don't you have to alternate
You know,
that?
we've got a lot of planning to do right now. There's nothing. We
Yeah,
don't.
so you haven't made that decision yet?
No, it's way too soon for us to do that.